The mockery begins the story, opens in the year 2387 aboard the alien vessel Pride of Nexus, flagship of the Galactic Council's enforcement fleet. Captain Vex, a tall blue-skinned Altarian, stands before a massive holographic display showing Earth's solar system. Around him, representatives from 12 different alien species laugh and joke about humanity's recent application to join the Galactic Council. "Look at them," sneers Commander Bolt, a reptilian Scarix warrior. "They still use chemical rockets to reach their own moon. How pathetic." The aliens review Earth's submitted technology, reports with disdain. Humans have barely achieved faster than light travel. Their weapons are primitive projectile-based systems, and their ships are crude metal constructs held together by welding and bolts. The galactic standard involves energy shields, plasma weaponry, and bioorganic hull materials that can self-repair. Admiral Kess, leader of the Council's military wing, makes the decision. "We deny their application, but let's make an example of them. Send a message to every backwater world that thinks they can join our ranks." The scene shifts to Earth's orbital defense station, where General Brooks receives the Council's response. Not only has humanity been rejected, but the Council demands Earth pay tribute, raw materials, and a percentage of their population as laborers, or face corrective action. President Carter convenes an emergency session. Earth's military leaders are divided. Some want to negotiate, others want to fight. The debate is interrupted when long-range sensors detect an approaching alien fleet. 300 ships heading toward Earth. The aliens broadcast their intentions across all human communication channels. Primitive humans, you will submit to Galactic Council authority. Your weapons cannot harm our vessels. Your technology is centuries behind ours. Surrender now, and only half your population will be relocated to labor worlds. General Brooks watches the enemy fleet approach on tactical displays. Earth's entire space navy consists of just 47 ships, all of them considered obsolete by galactic standards. But there's one vessel that hasn't been accounted for in their intelligence reports, deep in Earth's most classified military facility. The Terran Vengeance sits in final preparation. This battleship represents humanity's greatest secret: 15 years of reverse engineering alien technology recovered from crashed vessels, combined with humanity's most dangerous trait, their refusal to accept limitations. Captain Stone, a grizzled veteran of the Jupiter War, receives his orders. Take the Vengeance and buy Earth time to evacuate civilian populations. No one expects him to win. No one expects him to survive. They just need him to make the aliens pay a price. As the Terran Vengeance launches from its hidden facility, the alien fleet begins its final approach to Earth. Captain Vex opens communications with the human fleet, expecting immediate surrender. Instead, he receives a simple message. "This is Captain Stone of the Terran Battleship Vengeance. You came here to teach us a lesson about power. Class is now in session." The alien fleet laughs at the primitive human ship approaching them. It looks like scrap metal compared to their sleek vessels. But Captain Stone has spent 15 years preparing for this moment, and the aliens are about to learn why humans are the galaxy's most dangerous species. They never know when to quit. First contact with Terra, the Galactic Council. Fleet maintains perfect formation as they approach Earth's outer defense perimeter. Captain Vex orders his ships to broadcast surrender demands on all frequencies while scanning the approaching human vessel with advanced sensors. "Sir," reports his tactical officer, "their ship reads as primitive construction. Steel hull, chemical propulsion systems, and ... double quotes." He pauses, confused. "I'm detecting some kind of railgun system?" The alien bridge erupts in laughter. Commander Bolt slams his clawed hand on his console. Railguns? What's next? Swords and shields? Captain Stone aboard the Terran Vengeance watches the enemy fleet through his command display. His ship looks nothing like the sleek alien vessels. Where their hulls curve and flow like living things, his battleship is all angles and armor plating. Where they rely on energy shields and plasma weaponry, he carries humanity's deadliest innovations. Range to target? Stone asks his weapons. Officer, 12,000 kilometers and closing, sir. They're not even raising shields. Stone nods. The aliens' arrogance would be their first mistake. Load Tube 1 with a standard kinetic penetrator. Let's introduce ourselves properly. The Vengeance fires its first shot, a tungsten rod accelerated to 15% light speed by magnetic coils. The projectile crosses the distance in seconds. Captain Vex barely has time to register the incoming projectile before it punches through his flagship's hull like it's made of paper. The energy shields, designed to deflect plasma and particle beams, offer no resistance to solid matter moving at relativistic speeds. Damage report. Vex shouts as his ship shudders from secondary explosions. Hull breach on decks 4 through 7. Engineering is gone. How is this possible? The answer comes as the human ship fires again and again. Each shot is a precisely aimed kinetic kill vehicle that ignores the aliens' advanced defenses. Ships that have never taken damage in centuries of warfare suddenly find themselves crippled by what they consider primitive technology. But Captain, Stone's real surprise hasn't been revealed yet. As the alien fleet scrambles to respond, he activates the Vengeance's most closely guarded secret, adaptive camouflage systems, reverse-engineered from a crashed scout ship, but improved with human engineering to the alien sensors, the Terran. Vengeance simply vanishes. Where did it go? Demands Admiral Kess as his fleet fires blindly into empty space. The answer comes from behind them. Stone has used the chaos to maneuver his ship through the alien formation, and now he's attacking from their undefended rear quarter. His railguns tear through 3 more ships before they can react. Impossible, Vex screams. No ship can move that fast without energy signatures. But humans have learned to think differently. While aliens rely on energy-based systems, humans perfected mechanical solutions. The Vengeance uses cold gas thrusters and momentum for maneuvering, making it nearly invisible to sensors designed to detect energy emissions. The battle continues for an hour. The alien fleet, despite overwhelming numbers, finds itself unable to effectively target the human battleship. Every time they think they have it cornered, it disappears and strikes from a new angle. Stone's tactical display shows 15 alien ships destroyed, 23 damaged. But his own vessel is taking punishment. The aliens' plasma weapons, while ineffective against his kinetic attacks, are slowly wearing down his armor. Sir, his communications officer reports, we're receiving a message from the alien fleet commander. He wants to talk. Stone smiles grimly. Put him through. Captain Vex appears on screen, his blue face twisted with rage and confusion. Human, what witchcraft is this? Your primitive weapons should be useless against our technology. Primitive? Stone chuckles. Captain, you just learned the first rule of fighting humans. We don't play by anyone else's rules. As if to punctuate his point, the Vengeance fires another salvo. 2 more alien ships explode as tungsten penetrators punch through their hulls. This is impossible, Vex whispers. No, Stone replies. This is human. And you're about to learn why that's the most terrifying thing in the galaxy. Asterisk, the lesson continues, 770 words. Admiral Kess takes personal command of the alien fleet as more ships fall to the mysterious human battleship. From his massive dreadnought, Cosmic Dominion, he watches tactical displays that make no sense. 17 ships destroyed, 41 damaged, and they still haven't landed a solid hit on their target. Deploy the hunter-killer squadrons, he commands. Surround that vessel. Nothing can evade 300 ships forever. But Captain Stone has spent 15 years studying alien tactics. He knows their patterns, their formations, their weaknesses. As the alien fleet spreads out to encircle him, he makes his next move. Engineering, prepare for emergency power transfer, Stone orders. All non-essential systems offline. Route everything to the main cannon. The Terran vengeance carries more than just railguns. Hidden within its armored hull is humanity's most ambitious project, a mass driver capable of accelerating projectiles to 25% light speed. The aliens have never seen anything like it, because they've never needed to build anything. Like it, Stone targets Admiral Kess's flagship directly. Fire. The main cannon releases a projectile the size of a telephone pole, made of depleted uranium and accelerated to unimaginable velocity. It crosses the distance between ships in milliseconds. The cosmic dominion, pride of the Galactic Council. Fleet simply ceases to exist. The projectile passes completely through the massive vessel, vaporizing everything in its path. The explosion lights up space like a new star. The alien fleet stops dead in space. For the first time in their species' history, they're witnessing something that challenges their understanding of warfare. Commander Bolt, now the highest-ranking officer in the fleet, opens communications. Human vessel, we demand to know what weapons you're using. This violates all known principles of space combat. Stone's response comes with another volley from his secondary guns. 3 more ships die before he answers. Commander, you're looking at 15 years of human stubbornness. You gave us crashed ships to study, and we gave you nightmares in return. The truth behind the vengeance begins to emerge through Stone's taunts. Every alien ship that crashed on Earth, every piece of technology that fell into human hands, was dissected and improved upon. But humans didn't just copy alien technology. They weaponized it in ways the original designers never imagined. Your stealth systems hide energy signatures, Stone explains as his ship vanishes again. So we eliminated energy signatures. Your shields deflect directed energy weapons, so we use kinetic force. Your hulls resist plasma and particle beams, so we throw rocks really, really fast. The surviving alien ships begin to panic. They're advanced. Sensors can't track a target that produces no energy emissions. Their weapons can't hit a ship that moves unpredictably using mechanical systems. Their shields can't stop projectiles that punch through them like they're not even there. But Stone isn't finished with his lesson. As the alien fleet regroups, he activates another human innovation, drone swarms. From concealed launch bays, hundreds of small mechanical drones deploy around the Vengeance. Each one is basically a guided missile with a small kinetic warhead. But they move in coordinated patterns that confuse alien targeting systems. Impossible, Commander Bolt whispers as his sensors register the swarm. No computer can coordinate that many individual units. You're right, Stone agrees. No computer can. But humans can. Inside the Vengeance, Stone's crew operates with a level of coordination that alien species can't match. Each drone operator controls multiple units simultaneously, creating a chaotic but deadly dance around the alien fleet. The drones begin their attack runs. Small but incredibly fast, they dart between alien ships like angry insects. Each impact is minor individually, but hundreds of small holes quickly become critical system failures. Sir, Stone's tactical officer reports, enemy fleet is breaking. Formation. Multiple ships are attempting to retreat. Stone considers this for a moment. Let them go. But make sure they remember what they learned here. He selects the 3 fastest alien ships trying to escape and targets them with his main cannon. 3 more precise shots. 3 more spectacular explosions. The message is clear. Humans don't just win battles. They make sure the survivors remember. Why they lost as the remaining alien ships limp away from Earth's solar system. Captain Stone opens a final communication to their fleet. Tell your Galactic Council something, Commander. You came here to teach primitives about power. Instead, you learned why humans are the most dangerous species in the galaxy. We don't just fight wars. We perfect them. Terror spreads the surviving. Alien ships reach the Galactic Council's main fleet 3 days later. Commander Bolt's vessel, the Stellar Crusher, limps into dock with hull breaches across 15 decks and half its crew dead. The damage doesn't match any known weapon system in the Council's databases. Grand Admiral Nash, Supreme Commander of all Council forces, reviews the battle reports with growing disbelief. 43 ships destroyed by a single human vessel. Another 67 damaged beyond immediate repair. It's the worst military disaster in Council history. Explain to me how primitives accomplish this, Ash demands, his 4 eyes focusing on the trembling Commander Bolt. Sir, they don't fight. Like any species we've encountered, their weapons ignore our shields. Their ship moves without energy signatures. They coordinate attacks in ways our computers can't predict. Nash studies the tactical recordings. The human battleship appears and disappears like a ghost, striking from impossible angles with weapons that shouldn't exist. These kinetic projectiles. How fast are they moving? Our estimates suggest 25% light speed for their main cannon, 15% for secondary weapons. At those velocities, our armor might as well be tissue paper. The implications horrify the Council leadership. Every alien species in the galaxy relies on energy shields and directed energy weapons. Kinetic warfare was abandoned millennia ago as primitive and inefficient. But humans have perfected it to devastating effect. Meanwhile, aboard the Terran Vengeance, Captain Stone reviews damage reports. His ship took significant punishment during the battle. Armor plating is cracked, 3 railgun systems are offline, and his stealth generator needs major repairs. Sir, his communications officer reports, we're receiving priority messages from Earth Command. Multiple alien fleets are mobilizing throughout the galaxy. Stone nods grimly. The victory was just the opening move. Now the real war begins. Earth's government works frantically to prepare for retaliation. President Carter addresses the world. Citizens of Earth, we have struck the first blow for human independence. But the enemy will return in greater numbers. We must be ready. The Vengeance returns to Earth's hidden shipyards, where teams of engineers swarm over every inch of the vessel. They study battle damage, analyze enemy weapons, and begin implementing improvements based on combat data. But the real shock comes when intelligence reports arrive from across the galaxy. The story of Earth's victory is spreading faster than any government can contain it. On a dozen worlds, subjugated species whisper about the humans who defeated a Council fleet. On the mining world of Kepler 442b, slave laborers from the Centauri. Colonies hear the news, can begin planning their own rebellion. The overseers notice increased defiance among the workers. In the Vega system, tribute ships carrying resources to Council worlds mysteriously begin experiencing technical difficulties that prevent them from reaching their destinations. Most disturbing to the Council, several member species begin questioning their loyalty. If humans can defeat Council fleets with primitive technology, what does that say about Council superiority? Grand Admiral Nash convenes an emergency session of the Council's War Cabinet. Representatives from all major species attend via hologram. The human problem must be eliminated immediately, Nash declares. Their victory threatens the stability of our entire civilization. How do we fight an enemy we can't track? Asks General Vex of the Altarian Defense Force. By changing our approach, Nash replies. We'll stop playing by their rules and start playing by ours. The Council begins mobilizing not just their military forces, but their entire industrial capacity. Shipyards across 50 systems work around the clock, building new vessels. Weapons laboratories research countermeasures to kinetic warfare. Intelligence services spread disinformation about human capabilities. But they make one critical error. They underestimate human determination. Back on Earth, Captain Stone receives new orders. The Terran vengeance is no longer alone. 3 more. Battleships have been completed using lessons learned from the first battle. Each one incorporates improvements based on combat experience. Sir, his tactical officer reports, long-range sensors are detecting massive fleet movements throughout the galaxy. Conservative estimates suggest over 2,000 ships converging on our position. Stone studies the strategic display. 2,000 ships against 4 human vessels. The odds are worse than suicidal. Good, he says quietly. Now we'll see what they really learned. His crew looks at him in surprise. Stone explains. They think numbers will save them. They think overwhelming. Force will compensate for tactical disadvantage. But they're still thinking like aliens. He activates the ship's communication system and broadcasts to the approaching enemy fleets. Attention Galactic Council forces. This is Captain Stone of the Terran Navy. You're about to receive an education in human warfare. The tuition is paid. In blood. Asterisk the galaxy learns 770 words. The final battle begins at the edge of Earth's solar system. Grand Admiral Nash commands the largest fleet in galactic history. 2,300 ships from 47 different species. Against them stand 4 human battleships, each one a masterpiece of deadly engineering. Captain Stone coordinates the human fleet from his position aboard the Terran Vengeance. His sister ships, Earth's Fury, Solar Wrath, and Void Hunter, take positions throughout the asteroid belt. The humans have learned to use their environment as a weapon. All ships, remember your training, Stone broadcasts to his small fleet. We're not here to win a fair fight. We're here to teach the galaxy why humans are apex predators. Asterisk Nash opens communications with the human fleet, expecting to negotiate a surrender. Instead, he receives a lesson in human psychology. Admiral, Stone's voice carries across space. You brought 2,000 ships to kill 4. That tells me everything I need to know about how much you fear us. The battle begins with the Council fleet's coordinated assault. Thousands of plasma weapons and particle beams light up space as they target the human positions. But the battleships have already moved. Using the asteroid belt as cover, the human ships engage in guerrilla warfare on a massive scale. They emerge from behind asteroids, fire devastating kinetic salvos, then disappear back into the rocky maze. Each attack destroys multiple alien vessels. Where are they? Nash screams as another squadron of his ships explodes. The answer comes from Captain Blake aboard Earth's Fury. Her ship emerges from inside a hollowed-out asteroid, firing its main cannon at point-blank range into the Council formation. The projectile passes through 6 ships before its energy is finally dissipated. But the humans have more surprises. Captain Stone activates a new weapon system, kinetic mines scattered throughout the asteroid belt. As alien ships maneuver to avoid human attacks, they trigger explosions that send high-velocity debris in all directions. This is madness, Admiral Nash mutters as he watches his fleet take catastrophic losses. They're using the entire solar system as a weapon. The human tactics become increasingly desperate and brilliant. Captain Rodriguez of Solar Wrath uses Jupiter's gravity well to slingshot his ship at impossible speeds, allowing him to strike at the rear of the alien formation before they can react. Captain Kim aboard Void Hunter deploys another human innovation, kinetic harpoons that penetrate alien hulls and then detonate inside, maximizing internal damage. The alien fleet, despite overwhelming numbers, finds itself being systematically destroyed by an enemy that refuses to fight by conventional rules. Every assumption about space warfare proves wrong when facing human ingenuity. "Sir," Commander Bolt reports to Nash, "we've lost over 800 ships. Enemy casualties are minimal." Nash can't comprehend what he's witnessing. The humans seem to anticipate every move, counter every strategy, and turn every advantage against them. It's as if they're fighting an enemy that understands warfare on a level the Council never imagined. The truth is simpler and more terrifying. Humans have been perfecting warfare for their entire evolutionary history, while other species developed technology to avoid conflict. Humans developed technology to win conflicts. As the battle reaches its climax, Captain Stone makes his final gambit. The Terran Vengeance emerges from the asteroid belt on a collision course with Admiral Nash's flagship, firing every weapon system simultaneously. "He's insane," Nash whispers. "He's going to ram us." But Stone's real target isn't Nash's ship. It's the massive ammunition depot that supplies the entire alien fleet. At the last moment, he fires his main cannon directly into the depot's core. The explosion destroys over 300 ships instantly and sends debris cascading through the alien formation. In seconds, the most powerful fleet in galactic history becomes a field of wreckage. The surviving alien ships retreat in complete disorder. Of the original 2,300 vessels, fewer than 400 escape destruction. The human battleships, battered but victorious, hold their position. Stone opens communications to the fleeing aliens. "Tell your council something. You came here to eliminate the human problem. Instead, you created the human solution. We are no longer asking to join your galaxy. We are taking our place in it." Across the galaxy, the news spreads like wildfire. The mighty Galactic Council has been defeated by 4 human ships. On countless worlds, oppressed species begin to whisper a new word: freedom. The age of Council dominance is over. The age of human expansion has begun. And in the depths of space, 3 more human battleships are already under construction. Asterisk.